Okay, we're back, and I have now played my own file up until basically about where Curzon is, but I also looked up some stuff, because even in my own file, I was confused. Also, the, like, reefs are down the map, so the 30 minutes we wasted looking for those, we weren't even close to those. They're on the second part of the map.
Oh, I'm sure they'll be noticeable when we get
And
there.
I figured out the main contention because I was confused on what the difference with Build It and Make It was. See, you can see the fancy reefs.
It's these?
Yeah.
At least they're noticeable.
It's all three of those. Yeah.
At least they're noticeable then. Also, something else I thought about when I complained about this being padding. To be fair to the game, I thought about now you have the warp pipe. So because now you have the warp pipe, you could literally go do something else, and then like. So because of that, I'm actually going.
You would want to do a loop to grab. Okay. And because I now understand the thing. The difference between Build It and Make It, I was confused about. The game constantly said Make It was better at accessories and Build It was better at gloves, but their shop is identical. Their shop is identical, so I was confused, and like a lot of people, it's like, the shop's identical, what's the fucking point? Oh, their exclusive items are their quest items for crafting. And most people, and I've looked at these, think Make It is better than Build It because she makes infinitely better accessories. Build It's gloves do kind of suck dick, honestly.
About to get the content.
Yes. With that said, the gloves are a lot more high risk, high reward, but then the last, like, coming up on it. It's right there. Weeping Lion Reef!
Oh, yeah, yay, discoveries. That will make our swashbuckling rink go up. Except,
Damn it, huh? Anyone who plays Skies of Arcadia Legends these days has their swashbuckling rank going up, if you catch my drift.
I thought there was a pirate joke somewhere in there. I know that's what you're kind of doing.
Now, to go back, because we have a minute, to explain this nonsense. The Build It, Make It split, as the game implied, I was just confused for a minute until I did some extra research. Build It is better at crafting gloves. Make It is better at crafting accessories, but her exclusive accessories are generally seen as better by the community. But the main shop is the same between both of them. Those are the same.
Yes.
It is the exclusives that you craft that are the difference. And her exclusive items are seen as overall better.
So it's like, because I have a minute, I might literally go back to a previous island, because I have a minute when it's looping around. I'm doing this literally, like, I'm doing this to grind money.
Now, what I was building to, because I looked this up, and I don't think saying this is fine, where I'm trying to keep this run generally as blind as possible, but whenever we do blind runs, I do start looking up stuff that I feel is important to make points.
You can also try to get. You can also try to get sort of challenges.
So, basically, whenever we do blind runs, and I'm repeating this because cursing kind of cut me off.
3 to go. Okay.
I start looking up stuff in blind runs so I can course correct and get better information so that we're not, like, playing a game badly. And I wanted to figure out the build it versus make it. And while everyone thinks build it is worse off, one of the... God, I can't talk today on. Damn it. God, I hate when that happens. Okay. While everyone thinks Build It is worse, because people think the gloves are worse than his sister's accessories, one of the gloves basically is a flat rate stat increase. It's a small stat increase, but it's a small stat increase to all stats. And I don't think a small stat increase across the board with basically no drawbacks is that bad. But I do understand why people think accessories are better.
Actually, just have Mario jump and then have Luigi do the shell to... Might as well use this to grind out the challenges. The game encourages you to do this, like I said. I thought about, wait, they give you the ability to just warp.
So, at the end of the day, it is negligible, but it is a bit stupid that your choice in a video game that you might make in a blind run could arbitrarily affect your ability to play the game, because there's no way, without looking it up, that you could guess that Build It has generally a lot more high risk items, whereas Maykit's accessories are a lot more generically good, and that's the trade-off. People call the gloves bad, but they're not technically bad. The gloves are just incredibly high risk and random, whereas basically every exclusive accessory is just universally a better accessory. So, it really does come down.
Ha! Finally got one.
So, I mean, because we had a minute, I just thought I would talk about that. Both choices are not inherently bad, but I'll just, talk about it as a warning, because we're past that, and I looked it up as most people were doing because I was curious. Build It gives you a lot more high risk, high reward type items, but so many of his items are also just really fucking random. Whereas Maykit gives you accessories that are always just universally a good accessory.
And because it's a return to ship shape.
Her entire gimmick of exclusive accessories are just really good bonuses.
Duh.
But, with that said, the one glove that is a flat rate stat increase to all stats, I do think is a good exclusive item, because that's one of the few items in the game that is just a flat rate stat increase with basically no drawbacks. And while it is a tiny ass percent, it is still a stat increase to all stats. But people generally think Maykit is better. And in a lot of cases, I do agree that Maykit is better.
I swear, if they put me on the top path, I'm going to be angry. Of course. Of course they put you on the top path. Yay, more padding.
So, that's basically been my, like, 10, 11 minutes of discussion, because it does kind of irk me. Oh, a choice you make that the game basically doesn't really explain to you ends up having these arbitrary consequences that kind of piss me off, because basically the items that are exclusive can never be obtained in a playthrough where you make a different choice. So, because me and Curzon made different choices to show the different dialogue, Curzon can never get those gloves, I can never get those accessories. And that does irk me, because while that choice system is kind of neat, I do wish the choice system would basically have ended up pointless, like near the end of the game.
Now I see why this now I see why this game is 70 hours. So much of it is the fucking tedious selling. Heyo.
Ayo, Bazing. Cause actually, like, Floral Island. Or Floral.
Might as well go there to open it for the warp.
You realize once you land, you, like, get in a you have the return pipe, but when an island's disconnected, you can't warp.
But because of the return pipe, I should be able to...
I don't know, and I've seen some people acting like the game's kind of stupid about that.
Well, we're about to find out.
Anyway. So, stupid choices, you would have no idea of the consequences. It told you. You're stuck here. When things are... No, turn back, Curzon. Gotta play this area. I was 100% right.
Everything is so fucking expensive. Why is everything so fucking expensive?
Now we've hit the picnic and cozy levels of stuff. You gotta do this area, bitch. No turning back.
Yeah, I can't even open the sea map.
I mean, the mistake, while kind of funny, gives us actual content, because I do, on average, like 20-minute videos and 15 minutes.
Well, I wanted it to go here, like, anyway. I didn't want to, like, waste I can't grab those. Oh, there's a... Yeah, I can't grab that one.
You could.
No, the gap is too big.
Not from this side. No, because... If we keep going, I think we'll loop around, and you can probably...
I feel like, and this is why I went here anyway, because I plan to like 100 per, try to 100% everything. This island seems like it is a side island that's technically not needed for the main plot. You're probably going to get a bros move here, so... Yeah, it looks like you're gonna get a bros move here.
Anyway. The other thing that I feel people are overreacting, people are like, oh, this game's frame rate is atrocious. This is one of the worst performing games I've ever seen.
Oh, we've already hit the RPG recall.
Everyone's acting like this game cannot beat... The game is defaulted to 30, but people are acting like this game...
I really do need to go buy more a syrup. Might as well use...
People are acting like this game runs at like 10 FPS.
Well, I'm officially at the point of optimizing the fun out of the game. I'm not playing for fun, I'm playing for challenges.
Go, green missile! Speed! Stat changes.
Changes can affect power, defense, speed, and stash! Oh! Oh noes! That's going to be a strategy. Fucking sword masters and their infinite dodge. I think it was in the Fire Emblem Roy is in. There is a sword master. That guy can get over 100% luck. Meaning that is like the dodgiest of dodgy motherfuckers. Urgency guard is no help against that. Yeah, I know how RPGs work.
Stupid debuffing bastards.
Debuff this.
Technically, it was a positive buff because they're buffing themselves.
Take this, you baton passing assholes!
104. Also, and I didn't notice it until I was playing on my own, a good tell for the excellent for the hammers when they're fully charged, it pings.
I know. I noticed that.
I said I didn't notice that initially until I was playing on my own.
Skill issue.
But it's YouTuber... Damn it. But it's YouTuber law to not pay attention and blame the game.
Who do you take me for, Egoraptor? You know, ever since the land broke apart, connectors aren't flowing like it should. But I don't know if that's the reason some of these buds here aren't blooming. And just give it 3 hours and your bamboo shoot will grow into bamboo. If they're bloomed, you would have a bridge to the lighthouse on the opposite shore. Huh? Or can you make those buds? Well, I think this is the plot area. These buds have hard shells. Maybe they open if you give them a good whack. But as you can see, some of these buds are out of reach. Why you get those if you had something to send flying to them? Oh, pretty handy that this is right here. This flower spits up a lot of seed pods one after the other. A lot of them fall to the ground. Too much for one person to handle. Ah, it's one of those. If my back, shoulders, and knees weren't so creaky, I could try to help. Oh, what to do? What to do? I will admit, I do wish you could, like, skip or speed this up after the initial one. It's not that long, but still.
Red, red, green. Red, green, red, green.
God damn it.
It's fine. What?
You made the buds bloom, and we can cross the flower bridge. Again, thank you.
It's time for the question of the day and my overall thoughts on the topic. So, anyway, how many of you are a little bit annoyed that the return pipe doesn't actually work until you connect whatever island you're on back to Shipshape Island? On the one hand, I understand why they did this, but on the other hand, this is a little bit stupid. But it does make sense that you need to link the islands. That basically does mean you need to manage your resources on each island you visit, meaning you can't just go back to Shipshape Island and heal for free or buy stuff, which I do understand, but at the same time, that's still a bit stupid. But it's not the worst thing ever, but that does mean you could be in a somewhat unfavorable position because you can't return to Shipshape Island or go to a different area, meaning you really do need to make sure you are 100% prepared for wherever you end up. But to be fair, they normally give you shops at least, meaning it's not like you're entirely in a dead game. If it came down to it, you could grind a little bit in order to shop, since every island at least has a shop on it. So it's not technically a true example of resource management, but it feels like they don't want you returning to other areas because they don't want you being able to basically go back to Shipshape Island and heal for free. Which I do kind of understand, but I remember a lot of people were mildly annoyed at the fact that you can't. But I'm starting to ramble, and I'm starting to get way off topic. So, anyway, you can leave your thoughts, opinions, and answers in the comments, or you can leave them on social media. All of my social media links, as well as my Discord links, are in the video description. Now, as always, I need to be a shill for a minute. If you subscribe to the channel, and if you follow me on social media, that really helps our communities grow. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope I will see you all next time. So, as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, everybody. I hope you come back someday. See you later.